at the summit in sub-zero temperatures is intense, you'd be wrong. It's actually intense. So funny. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video. This one is on Snowy Escape because we're going to be going over some object descriptions that I find funny and interesting. I typically do these when a new pack comes out. I still haven't done one for Nifty Knitting, so I might go back and do that at some point. And I looked into doing one for the Star Wars Journey to Batuu, but unfortunately, the object descriptions are a disappointment, just like the rest of the pack was for me, so didn't end up doing a video for that. But I decided, well, yeah, let's make a comeback with Snowy Escape. And, yeah, Mimiko is just relaxing there in the background once again. And there may or may not be a hint or two towards burglars coming back, which would be very interesting because I definitely want burglars back very badly. I even did a two-parter My Sims 4 wishlist video on burglars where I talked about my ideas, and then the video after I talked about some of your ideas that I really like. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the game here. Alright, so we're at the onsen bathhouse right now, and I'm playing as my recreation of Griff Simmons from SSX, another EA franchise where it's like this extreme snowboarding game that I had so much fun with back in the day. I actually made him on stream, and he's based off of the adult version from the 2012 game. Sadly, no SSX games since then. I would love to see another one be made, even if it was like a remake of Tricky or 3. I think that'd be so cool. And he's reacting in disgust right now, but there's no one around. He's looking at the fireplace, so I guess Griff doesn't like fireplaces. Learned something new, I guess, but yeah, there's one object description I want to start off with before we get into the hinty stuff. I thought it would just make a lot of sense to start off with, and I am using the Better Build By mod by Twisted Maxis so that I can see more rows of Build By at once here. You can even see there's this organized debug that's part of it, though we're not really getting into the debug stuff, since it's just like, oh, debug. But we're going to start off with this Yamachan mascot statue. Meet Yamachan, the beloved mascot of Mount Komorebi. Some say it was fate, while others say it was the spirits of long past that led Yamachan to Mount Komorebi. But ever since that day, Yamachan has been in love with the mountain and the people residing there. It was perfect for recreation, relaxation, and warm hearts. Yamachan quickly became a household name and now proudly represents the town and its residents with a smile. Whether helping children find virtual void critters at the Festival of Youth, or teaching some mountain moves, Yamachan brings joy to all those who visit Mount Komorebi. The snow sculptures at the Festival of Snow are a particular favorite of Yamachan. Keep an eye out for this illustrious mascot. Yeah, very nice. And it has all those different colors. Oh yeah, that's cool. But alright, let's get into this potential tea or something. I don't know. So there's two objects that might be hinting at burglars. This first one is reinforce and retreat cedar bars. Protect your peaceful retreat with these sturdy cedar bars. Add texture to any wall or window while maintaining a safe distance from the outside world and the harsher elements of life like bitter winds, hail, and timeshare salespeople. So that one's a bit more open to interpretation than the next one, but it's like, oh, you're gonna protect the peaceful retreat. I mean, yeah, it could mean just like simply the weather, but we'll go over to this next one over here. The icy greeting window bars. For 100 simoleons, give potential intruders an icy greeting with these window bars. Don't spend your time worrying about your home safety when you're out on the slopes. Reinforce, relax, and ice them out. So this one I think is less subtle. Potential intruders. Like what? The first thing I think of is definitely burglars, but we don't have them at the time of making this video. But it's still like, I don't know. would they really hint at burglars through something as obscure as an object description? Yeah, I don't know. If somebody found burglars in the code, then it's like, okay, yeah, maybe. And it's kind of weird how we've had things like vampire break-ins, but not burglars. So I feel like eventually we gotta get him, right? Like, it would just seem weird to not have burglars eventually with things like that happening with the vampires. Yeah. Those are the burglar-like things. Let's go to this one here. Irreconcilable differences. T-cans. What's the difference between T-cans and pecans? One is full of T, and the other is full of P. Okay. Alright, let's go to, oh yeah, what are these, skis? The Maxis Slopemaster 3000 skis. The best skis that Max has ever created. Every brand of ski Max tried to make afterwards is just a disappointment. Either crucial ski features are missing, or sometimes it felt like you were skiing on boxes of glass. Max really shot it out of the park with 3000. Unlocked by reaching level 3 of the skiing skill. Wait, hold on. I did not catch this when I was recording. But I think Maxis is a reference to Maxis, the company behind The Sims, and the 3000 and the whole description about it. Is this a reference to Sims 4 being cut back in comparison to 3? Because if so, oh my god, the self-shade, that is crazy. Little Kitty Boards by Sulco. Are your kids doing nothing but sitting in front of a computer all day, long playing simulated video games about snowboarding? Yeah, wow, that might be a reference to SSX. Well, it's time to get them out doing the real thing. Our little kitty boards are easy to handle and great for learning. Once kids get a taste of the fresh powder that is real life, they'll never want to go back. And actually, it's kind of funny. I should have mentioned at the beginning when I was talking about Griff here. Especially since it's the game that he made his debut in. But in The Sims 2, there are a bunch of real video games that your Sims can play. And one of them is SSX3. Though in that video footage, I think it was Elise that they're playing as on the happiness course. But yeah. I wish they would have SSX again be one of the games that you could play in The Sims 4. So there's one very random rug description that I wanted to read. Where is it? Right here. Fresh beginnings, faux fur rug. Come on, Ruggy, don't be like that. You know I had no choice but to rob that bank. Couchy yelled. Ruggy looked up at Couchy with a tear in the eye. You should have stuck to the plan. Did all those nights we planned our future together mean nothing to you? Ruggy fell back onto the floor. I may be soft, but I could have handled the truth about where you got the simoleons, Couchy. Ruggy hugged the hardwood floor. It's over, Couchy. I refuse to be an accomplice in a game you're clearly playing on your own. I'm going to be in the big leagues. I'm going to be in a furniture catalog. How do they come up with these things? I actually tweeted out this object description just before starting this recording, and actually Simguru Rusky already replied saying laughs along with Simguru Merriam. So I guess they wrote this one. I would love to know how they came up with this, because geez, this is random. I had some other comments saying like, oh, this sounds like fan fiction. Written in Wattpad. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely one of the most random object descriptions I have ever seen in The Sims. Like, this is part of the reason why I do these object description videos in the first place, because I feel like they don't get enough attention, and some really give some interesting lore. Like the one I did for Discovery University actually explains how soccer came to exist within The Sims. It's like, that lore, like Plumbella would be all over that. Okay, let's go over this canvas cabin one that I just briefly looked at, just skimmed over. If you think ice picking your way up a treacherous glacier in the dead of winter and setting up camp at the summit in sub-zero temperatures is intense, You'd be wrong. It's actually intense. So funny. And our canvas cabins brand tents are made to withstand the harshest environments on Earth. Oh, we also even have little pup tents for your sled dog. Seriously. Wait, no, that's not serious. There's no dog tents in this game. I mean, I do have ones that kind of look like the ones, but they're custom content, so that would be adorable though, sled dogs and actually having like dog-sized tents, but yep, that's just left to the imagination, I guess. Alright, let's actually go over some build mode objects, because I almost forgot to even go over some of these. So here's the streamlined sliding door. Living space is a precious resource. If your space is of the compact variety, consider a door that doesn't need any space to open or close. Magic? No, just an elegant, efficient design. This double sliding door allows for the maximum amount of space possible. It also cuts down on door-related injuries by 50%. Heck yeah! That's a huge cut on injuries. Wow, that's definitely a pun there. But that's just kind of funny it mentions magic. Like, if Realm of Magic weren't a thing, I'm sure people would be saying and tweeting at me, is this a hint for witches coming back? But no, we already have them, so haha, no, not a hint. No leads window. The no leads window is a spectacular way to let all the light in you want, yet keep your privacy private. But its thin wood and shoji paper construction comes at a cost fragility. That's why no one leans on this window. Wait, what did you think no leads window meant? Yeah, interesting. It'd be interesting to hear those responses in the comment section below. Okay, this one seems interesting. Shoji style window in a box. Sometimes the best things in life come in boxes, presents, takeout food, video games, and of course, windows. Because I mean, what else would they come in, right? Especially the windows. That's right. If you think your current window is efficient now, wait till you check out the one in a box. This 3D box window adds a whole dimension of space to your home. Are you better in a box? Good question. The only way to really know for sure is to find a box and step inside. Are you standing in a box now? Wow! I can't believe that actually worked. I'm sorry, that didn't quite work. I mean, I have my Elgato ring light box over here that I'm using to light me right now, but I don't think I can fit in this one, even though this box is a particularly big one, but alright. Shout it from the rooftop sign. If you've got something to say, what better way to do it than shouting it from the rooftops? Of course, in a quiet, serene mountain village, projectile shouting might not be so appreciative. We present an alternative method, a carved wooden sign perfect for conveying what you need to. Quietly. See, even with the signs, they have a proper reason to exist. Like, gosh dang, that lore. No, seriously. Here's one with some actual lore. The Snowdrift Chair. Enjoy peaceful winter scenes from this plush chair. Designed by world-renowned furniture designer Lara Klossman, this chair was inspired by her frequent trips to Mount Komorebi. Klossman took inspiration from pillowy snowdrifts after careening into one during a ski lesson. A treat for anyone's posterior. And then we have the one next to it, Mr. Snuggles chair. The new Mr. Snuggles chair is like having a pet on your lap anytime you want without all the fuss and fuss of a real pet. Say goodbye to trips to the store for food, litter, and hello to cozy night snuggling in front of the TV with your new pretend best friend. And best of all, it's already housebroken. This object description really makes me wish that The Sims could just take the blanket off the chair and actually snuggle with it. Like, that would be so cute, I think. But, oh well. Okay, I just found this one. It seems like it's a either a continuation or just pairs along with the rug that we read earlier. The Fresh Beginnings love seat. Couchy the love seat watched as Ruggy slept peacefully on the floor. I can't keep sitting around doing nothing. I've got a plan to build a better life for us, my friend. You'll see. Things will be different for us. No one will tell us what to do. No one will squish us or walk all over us anymore. Couchy sighed and started the getaway car. It's time to rob that bank for the greater good. For couches, rugs, and unappreciated furniture everywhere, yeah! Okay, so I guess I was actually supposed to read that one first, and then read the rug one afterwards. It's like about the aftermath. Wow, this lore, the object descriptions, what the heck? Oh, this is so refreshing to see after maybe like the one or two okay-ish object descriptions in that whole pack. Okay, so I was actually tweeted this object description, though it was a while ago, so I forgot which exact object it was, but yeah, there's this paranormal plates here that might or might not be hinting to something else. Hey, those plates aren't gonna stack themselves, you know. Wait, that looks like symmetrical plate stacking. Kinda reminds me of a movie I once saw. Nah, probably not. No human has stacked their plates like that in over 40 years. So, the person who tweeted me this, I can't remember who, they connected this to Ghostbusters, because there's some kind of stacking book scene apparently. I've never actually seen Ghostbusters myself, but I did do a quick Google search, and there is something about stacking books, and they reference how it's like symmetrical or something. So, it's like, oh, could this be a hint toward a Happy Haunts pack happening? Because that was the runner-up for the last community stuff pack vote, because arts and crafts with knitting won in the end. But a lot of people also wanted like Happy Haunts and the Grim Reaper freelancer career and some of the stuff from that idea as well. And since we did get Eco Lifestyles a full-on expansion pack when there was that whole eco-living theme from the first community stuff pack vote, which Laundry for some odd reason was a part of and won. It's not out of the question, in my opinion, for a Happy Haunts game pack or expansion pack to happen eventually, so I don't know if that could be in development or not. I'm still like, I don't know, it could just simply be a movie reference. I think that's more likely. It's just like, oh yeah, there's probably some sim gurus who absolutely love that movie and they just wanted to put a little reference into that. It's like if I were a sim guru, I'd probably like have some references to seagulls or something, but that doesn't necessarily mean that seagulls are coming to the game. I mean, if it were like a brand new Sims game, I mean, not the Sims 4, since we already have seagulls that look like they're out of a PS1 game or something. Yeah. But maybe we'll go over one last one before we end this off. Actually, there's two more that I want to go over that I found pretty interesting. So here's the Destination Privy, which is basically one of those little rabbit hole public restrooms that you can just put out in the world. So it says, this luxury loo is a big story. Actually, it's 4 stories. That's right, this loo, of course, has 324 private stalls, but that's just the top story. Take the escalator down to the 2nd floor to enjoy the botanical gardens, zoo, and 5-star accommodations. Up for some action? Then head down to the 3rd floor where the Winter Olympics were held back in '85 for a little ski jumping, bobsledding, biathlon, or ice dancing. Or perhaps browsing the more than 438 posh shops at the 4th floor mall is more your style. Destination Privy, another day, not just another bidet. So, yeah, I guess it can kind of be interpreted as being like, oh, it was just this luxury loo that was used at the Olympics. But also, I feel like it's kind of making fun of the fact that it's like a rabbit hole. You just like imagine what's going on inside when your Sims go in. So, yeah, there's that one. And the new fridge, because finally we have a new kitchen set with this expansion. The fridges of Komorebi County. In a world where... Oh, wait, sorry. I meant to do a different voice for this. That's like the more epic trailer voice. In a world where humanity has mastered the art of refrigeration comes the story of a fridge photographer searching all the islands of the Southland for the perfect fridge. Along the way, he becomes cordial with many fridges, yet still, he finds his yearning for that perfect fridge unrequited. Then one day, he's directed to Mount Komorebi County, where he falls in love with the beautiful 26.5 cubic feet fridge of his dreams. This is that fridge. It received the Elga Award for Best Picture of Lemonade in a refrigerated roll for short film. Truly epic. I wasn't sure if there was a missing letter there in a refrigerated roll or short film. But, yeah, I think we'll wrap up this video here. I don't want to read, like, every single object description. I just wanted to go over some of my favorite ones that were either, like, really interesting or really funny. But, yeah, feel free to let me know in the comment section below if you've gone over these object descriptions, which one's your favorite, or out of any of the ones that I've read in this video, too. Yeah, I hope you all found this interesting, because this is something I would like to keep doing with whatever future packs are left for The Sims 4 and even The Sims 5 or whatever future Sims games come out that I get to cover. But yeah, with that, be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralive, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!